I don't need to see it really. But yeah, there's quite a bit of furor over it, and I got kind of grumpy about with the guy on Twitter because he doesn't seem to understand why people are grumpy with him. I've heard enough to know that why people are grumpy with him. Certainly, at the same time, I feel I should be looking into it to be sure, but at the same time, I'm just. Uh, I'm just not sure if I could bring myself to watch it, basically. I want to tiptoe around it, but if you want to know more details, plenty of other people have done videos on it. Um, and they will be more inclined to say what it is without being vague. Um, I know Philip DeFranco has done a video on it, and a friend of mine, Songfan85, has. Um, back in April, the 19th of April 2017. If you've been on the internet, well, if you've been on Twitter around then, you might remember the furor, because apparently the things are fucking extreme. Like, seriously fucked up. I thought my teachers were cunts. Like, yeah. Though to be clear, in this case, the person isn't a teacher. Different person of authority, but not a teacher. But still an authority, but not a teacher. But yeah. Sorry, I just saw the response. Um, just actually like that, and well, just like that. Um, I just retweeted a thing by the guy. He was complaining that he couldn't understand why people were applauding Philip DeFranco, claiming that he's harmed his family, and if what I'm hearing is true, no, he hasn't. So, yeah. The reason why I'm being you may end up finding my tweet on it. The reason I'm being more state here than I was in the tweet is when I'm typing, I can easily edit and whatnot. Here, not so much. So I want to make sure I say exactly what I mean to say. If I speak too loosely, I'll I'll regret it basically. Because I'll have to just upload videos to YouTube, clumsily edit, download it again, and it's a fucking nuisance. So I just want to be precise in what I say. But yeah, yeah, no, yeah. I will give you a heads up if you do look that up. I yeah, I wish you go to look. It's, from what I'm hearing, quite horrific. Quite horrific. Christ, see their eyes? It's like the soulless glares of the damned. Like, my god. Maybe we're doing them a favor. I know. I know it. It's what happens after you watch Mannequin. That's the effect it has on you. I should have known it before. These poor halflings. Poor bastards. As a side point, I have actually no issue with Mannequin. I remember actually liking it as a kid because it was I don't know, I just found it funny. But I just wanted to take a pot. I just thought of it and wanted to take a pot shot, basically. What with me, I just think of something and I think, oh, someone might find that funny, so let's make a joke. And I don't really think of it beyond that. So yeah. apparently there was there was a guy in at around the same time as the date I was saying earlier, the 19th of April 2017. There's a guy going around I think he's killed. I know he killed one guy, but I heard others attributing many more deaths to him, over 10 in total. All because his girlfriend left him or something. Paul, as in a Chamboard, actually tried to help the police track him down. Police were apparently having difficulty doing so. Nice. And as such, they were trying to help. In the end, they didn't get him. The guy struck again and got himself. So, yeah. But it's nice to see 4chan helping out. Provided, they get the right person and all that. Though that goes for, anyone dealing with crime. There's a little interest in there's a little point in enforcing law and justice if you're not getting the right person. Like if you're not doing it right, Then again, maybe I'm being a bit too brash. Who knows? Ooh! Oh, look at my shoulders. You can see spikes growing through them. Christ. Yeah. That's because I've ton of evil with me. Well, I'm doing evil. But I'm trying to remember what was I saying. But yeah, apparently they were getting involved, and well, I can't. Which I'm surprised they actually didn't. And as far as I know, I don't think they actually managed to catch the guy before he did himself in. But I'm kind of surprised they didn't, because they're very good at what they do. Certainly, I can't approve of everything they do. Idiot. I'm saying idiot because the AI glitched out there. This game is quite glitchy, and the sequels for quite a while was actually unplayable. They eventually patched it and fixed it up or whatnot, but at the start it was quite unplayable. But anyway, obviously I can't agree with everything they've done. For example, them and Shia, at the start it was kind of funny and made, impressive. Well, it's still impressive, but as time goes on, it's kind of, it is basically harassment. And part of me is a little concerned for Shia, just insofar as he's always seemed a little off, a little, few prawn short of a galaxy. And I'll be basically just concerned for the guy. Them fucking with him would, basically be a bit too much for him to handle. But still, their expertise, I can still acknowledge that. Like they're apparently able to track him down to the cabin he lived in for some art exhibit by going by the chair he's shown in the live streams, and the wallpaper and the design of the wall, like either the type of wood on the back, like the cut of it, or like the grains in the wood or something. I can't remember. I think it was the cut of the wood. They managed to track him down using that. Like, there's 3,000 log cabins in Finland, and they managed to track him down off those two. Like, they are very good at what they do. I remember someone joking before, though maybe they were somewhat serious, that Trump should stop funding the CIA and just start funding Poland. Just because they're damn good at what they do. I can certainly see what he's talking about.
Get us out of here! It's the wheel over there! I heard those Earthlings say they're going to service to Melvin. Oh, I don't want to be long.
Yeah, it'll probably just be an appetizer. But anyway,
Thank you.
I'm gonna kill them before they get out.
Flames brought a load of food down here. Come on, let's get.
Sorry, what were you saying? Let's get back to being non-existent? Well, let me help you. But yeah, it's rather impressive what they can pull off. You know? Considering these are just random people online, you know? They aren't, you know, some agency, you know, elite agency or something. They're just random people doing this for fun. You know? It's like, it is impressive what they can get up to. Like, if they were able to channel that stuff for things other than shits and giggles, imagine what they could get, you know, what they could pull off. Be interesting. Be interesting to see. Though at the same time, maybe it's better for them to stick with just shits and giggles. Imagine if they, you know, went complete dipshit or, you know, their powers were used for evil. You know, would hate to see that. Because they're, as I've said, very capable. So, yeah. Would hate for, you know, would kind of hate for that to be, you know, their skills to be used in the wrong hands. Would not be a good thing. Skills used in the wrong hands, but, you know, maybe it's better if it's just, you know, shits and giggles, minor stuff. Though, well, minor. Tracking Shia across the world is a bit more than minor, but you know, it's it can depend on, you know, what you're talking about. Minor, but anyway, yeah, basically them doing more than just fucking with one artist, maybe even crossing a few lines. I just feel like I need to give an example of what wouldn't be minor, but I can't think of an example that isn't outright ridiculous. Or, you know, just a bit too over the top, you know? But basically, yeah. Part of me thinks, well, it would be cool to see them doing, you know, more things like they were doing trying to help law enforcement. But at the same time, part of me was thinking, maybe it's just sticking with shits and giggles because, you know, that's what they've been doing and they've been doing fine at that. I'd be concerned if they started branching out, they would start going down a very bad way. But, yeah, that's just my one little concern. Just because of how goddamn dangerous they would be if that happened. I think about it, a 4chan that's, you know, acting more cunty than normal. My god. Whatever will we do? But you know, all that aside, like I said, I do actually have, you know, quite respect for for their capabilities. They're, you know, they are good at what they do. Even if I mightn't agree with everything they do, they are good at it. Like I remember they managed to find one of his live streams by listening to the wildlife in it, listening to the fact that they heard frogs, so he must be near a bit of water. They heard the wind in such a way that it implied he was by a motorway, and the fact that he heard cars at certain hours. So they're able to narrow it down and heard tweets of like rumors of Shia being in certain areas. So they're able to narrow things further that way, and they even went and played Marco Polo apparently with the stream to try and work it out. And yeah, it's actually really impressive. I know I'm going on about it here, but it's actually goddamn impressive. It's actually seriously goddamn impressive. It's seriously goddamn impressive. So yeah. think there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't think of it. Part of me feels maybe I was being a bit ridiculous about, you know, 4chan's powers being used for bad, but it's just kind of a... I was just imagining someone was claiming that 4chan was divided on the whole, you know, the case with the old guy. You know, some were really upset over it, while others were just saw it as another bit of shit on the crap heap. So I was imagining, you know, like, you know, groups fragmenting, you know, different things. I don't know how 4chan works. I don't know much about their culture, as it were. I know other groups have, you know, had schisms and whatnot and broke up over things. Or, you know, gone dipshit. But I've even claims that, you know, Anonymous has gone a bit dipshit. Don't know if it's true, but that's what the claims are. So I was just imagining, like, 4chan, where they're, well, pretty damn, you know, dedicated, you know, pretty damn good at what they do. You can imagine them going dipshit. Apparently, with the Anonymous thing, people were claiming a particular sect of nutter activists got really involved in it, and the group as a whole kind of went in that direction. That's what it was being claimed. I don't know how true it is. So my mom has been following, you know, pays more attention to them than I do, and she's been saying they just are all talk now, not they don't do much. But beyond that, I don't know anything about them. Like, they used to do stuff, but they just, you know, claim things now and leave it at that. Like, you know, claim like, oh, if you don't do X, we'll do Y, and they don't do X, so they don't do Y. No, sorry, if you don't cut taxes, we'll release your birth cert. The taxes aren't cut, birth cert isn't released. Just a phrase like that. That isn't the case, but you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. And of course, keep in mind, I am going by other people's things. I'm not saying, like, just like, part of it was mom, others were people online. And the people online aren't known to be the most accurate of people. So they could be, a bit biased or a bit just making shit up. Which, I don't know why people can't just be accurate. I know it can be easy to flub a thing when you're in, you know, in the moment. Like, say if a thing is pretty, I don't want to say intense, but, like, it just... I'm missing 2 minions? You know, it kind of just appeals to you on an emotional level. It can be easy to slip up and say something inaccurate, but sometimes I'm not sure if that's the case. I think it's just people flubbing for the sake of flubbing it. You know, providing misinformation or shitting on people, which makes it hard to actually take people at their word. You have to, like, is the sky blue? You know, and like do a 10-year analysis. You know, that kind of thing. Like a nuisance. Huh. You can actually do it without them getting aggressive. Interesting. Let's try it from here. Okay, they started only getting aggressive once we started breaking, like, crockery and whatnot. So, well, that's good to keep in mind. Okay. Well, some minions are getting a bit burlier. That's good. Okay, let's break these. Might get some equipment for the fresh recruits. Okay. Right. Got some stuff for him. Just go over here and start beating up the random shite. Okay. Oh, hey. Have some fire. Thankfully, we can't accidentally cook our own minions.